And Jimmy Doherty's joined us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, I know Shivy. She is a laugh. She's a good person to go out with and have a really great time. So doing season number 3 must be really good fun.
Oh, it's brilliant. And it's such a lovely show to do because it's shot at the farm and we've got this great bar. So it's a fantastic set. And it's a lovely place to bring guests. It gets quite windy up there.
A little bit chilly.
A little bit chilly. And Shivy has the most amazing outfits. And I don't know how she survives in the cold. But I have to have big old jackets on.
Isn't it because she's bolstered by the cocktails she makes and then you all chuck back?
It's a nip of the strong stuff for the old cocktails. But I tell you what's lovely about the whole thing is that, as you know, when you're talking to guests, when you're talking with food and you've got drinks, it sort of unlocks a lot of their conversation. And it's just it's a sunny show. It's lovely.
Yeah.
It is. And I particularly enjoyed Gareth Gates' sausage work.
Oh, we've had some brilliant guests on, but I think Gareth Gates making sausages has got to be a TV first, isn't it?
He's pretty ripped now as well. He came in here the other day.
It was after that, I'll tell you.
I mean, because actually the handling of the sausage meat into...
I'll tell you what.
This part is...
It's got to be delicate.
You're on a thin line already, aren't you? You see how difficult it is? It suddenly turns into a carry-on film.
That's exactly what it is, which is what we love about it as well, though.
Yeah.
I saw you on James Martin's Kitchen over the weekend talking about your animals. He was so jealous of your Siberian tiger.
Well, it's the only one thing I've got over him. Because he seems to have all the boys' toys.
Yes, he does.
And everything. But, yeah, he couldn't get over it. It's like, well, can I get a tiger? I'm like, no, you can't.
Yeah, he was literally like, it's the biggest animal you've ever seen, and I'll pay for the tiger. I'll donate some money to the tiger.
I've got to tap him up for that.
Do it. So how many animals do you have? Lions, tigers and bears?
Beavers, pigs.
So we have, obviously, the working farm, but we have a fully functioning wildlife park. So we've got over 120 different species, ranging from everything from small little marmosets up to Bactrian camels, of course, the bears, polar bears, and we've got brown bears. And, of course, we've got Asiatic lions, and we've got an Amur tiger, which used to be known as the Siberian tiger.
We saw the arrival of the polar bears.
Yes.
We were with you when they arrived. How are they getting on?
Yeah, getting on really well. And they are firm favourites. And, of course, they get to spend time in the huge open paddocks, but also spend time in the woodland. And people love to see them when they come to visit. But not only that, you can see them from the train. So if you're visiting Suffolk from London, it's only an hour.
You see the train line there.
You can see the train. And people now go and see that. I want to call it the Polar Express.
It's so cool. But the most important thing as well is it's about conservation.
Yes.
And you rescued the bears from Romania, is that right?
Well, we have a charity called Space for the Wild, and we fully fund a bear orphanage in Romania.
Right.
And that's put back, I think, about 250 baby bears back into the wild. Wow. So we fully fund that, and we're looking at helping conservation in Costa Rica. But it's about education, and it's about getting young people into the great outdoors, but also engage with the natural world.
Jimmy, what would young Jimmy say about the fact that you have a completely working farm and wildlife park with over 120 species?
You get really overexcited. Do you know what? If I could talk to my young self, I just wouldn't have believed it. And people ask me, was this a planned thing?
Yes.
Did you have this, No. I'd love to say that, but it's grown organically, and it's come from a passion of mine, but also my wife, Michaela, and our team around us, because we have a team of 150 people, from chefs to wildlife rangers, you name it. And it is a team effort. It's Jimmy's farm, but it's not. It's all of ours.
It's a community.
Yes.
Because that was kind of where you grew up. You grew up loving animals. And that was always what you were into, what you were passionate about.
Yeah.
And then as a teenager, you went to work in a butterfly house.
Yes, yeah, I did all that. You'd have hated me as a kid. I'd have been that weird one with the spiders in his pockets.
No, I would have loved it. I love it. But then it's gone to this level. What do your kids think? You've got 4 girls.
Yes, it's interesting because I often think they think everyone's got a wildlife park.
A polar bear.
Yeah, and I remember my youngest, Beau, was in a class and they were talking about the Arctic. And I think the teacher said, could you imagine having a polar bear? And she went, yeah, I can.
We've got 2. Yeah. But look, I wonder if they're advising you on the use of TikTok, because I know that you're turning to TikTok as a means to help support British farming.
Yeah, I think all these mediums are really important, particularly for farmers. Now, not all farmers can have a farm shop, because if you live in the middle of nowhere, you're not going to get passing trade. But TikTok Shop allows farmers to sell direct to the general public.
It's an extraordinary resource now.
It is, and farmers are getting on it, and they are telling their story, and people are loving it. So you can get a veg box, you can get a meat box, you can get anything delivered to your door. But I'm saying this like I'm an expert on TikTok, right? I'm not. So my kids are constantly going, what are you talking about? But we have a fantastic conservation ambassador called Kyle Thomas, who's one of the biggest TikTokers, I think that's the right word, in Britain.
TikTokist?
Yeah, 32 million followers.
Wow.
But he really helps me, and I tell him and teach him a bit about the animals, and then he helps me with the social media.
Because the farmers have faced so many challenges.
Unbelievably
recently,
so. Unbelievably so. And it is an uphill struggle with all sorts of legislation. And I think we often forget that farmers are there in our difficult times, be it war or be it COVID. They put the food on our shelves, literally our daily bread. And it's just time that they got an honest day's pay for an honest day's work. That's all they're asking.
It's relentless for them as well. I've got family friends who are farmers, and it's a passion, it's a lifestyle. They're doing it because they just believe in it and then they love it.
Yeah, completely. And we talk about conservation. Well, farmers are conservationists. You know, they're the ones working the land, and the landscape looks like it does because of their efforts.
So what does the next 10 years look like?
Yeah, what are you getting next?
There is something interesting. I can't tell you at all.
Go on.
No.
Tease us.
I'll tell you after. No, there's lots happening.
And more wildlife.
Lots of conservation stuff. We're working on an amazing project, myself, Anglia Ruskin University, and an amazing charity called Nature's Safe, and we're looking at conserving some of our rarest butterflies using the latest technology. So we're looking at taking fertile butterfly eggs and putting them in liquid nitrogen, cryopreserving them, and then you'll be able to defrost them and they'll hatch out to
like Jurassic Park.
Well, yeah.
Wow, and you're like Doc from Back to the Future or something. You've got to go wild, crazy
Oh, give me a DeLorean. I'm away.
Wow, and you've just been to Costa Rica too?
Yes, went to Costa Rica. There's a great charity out there called Kids Saving the Rainforest. So we're looking at getting involved with those guys, and they do a lot of rehabilitation and wildlife rescue, putting animals back into the wild.
We're all obsessed with traitors at the moment. It sounds like up at your farm or house, that's exactly the same.
Do you know what? Christmas time, a good friend of mine, Asa Sims, introduced me into this.
You were with last night.
I was with
He sent me a picture of the two of you. Very late, by the way. I did send a message back going, is it your fault, Asa, that Jimmy's coming in?
Yeah, I don't. That's why I'm in double denim. But he taught me about mafia. And mafia is basically like the traitors, and we play it as a family. So quite obsessed with it.
Would you go in for the celebrity version then?
I think I'd make quite a good traitor.
Ooh.
I'd love to have a go at traitor.
People would trust you, I think.
Yeah,
as
I could come across with the animals, and then I could.
He's got a trustworthy thing, and any man who likes animals is normally a good egg.
There you are.
So, yeah.
The guguaranteed winner.
Yeah.
Straight right there.
Win and win.
Jimmy, lovely to see you. Thank you for popping in.
Send my love to Shivy
Especially with your hangover, which we'll blame Asa for as well. It's really great to see. Jimmy and Shivy's Farmhouse breakfast continues this Sunday. It's Sunday mornings, 8:25 in the morning on ITV1, but of course you can get it all on ITVX as well.
Lovely stuff. Thank you.